Welcome back to the Tu-Vie podcast, your TV movie entertainment needs podcast. I am your host, James, and sitting with me, as always, is my co-host, Colin. What mug are you using?
I am using the Spider-Man one.
Is that the one you accidentally drank dust out of, that one episode?
Oh, it might
It
be.
was the
That
Evil
sounds
Dead.
like something I would do.
I know it was one episode. It was like, I think the Evil Dead episode, and you drank like half of your cup before realizing there was dust in it. And the
That
whole rest of
sounds
the episode,
familiar.
yeah, you were like coughing up. Either way. And also joining with us is our resident guy, Cameron.
It me. I hear.
Indeed. Let's get into it.
Drinking a Barks root beer. Barks got bite. This is brought.
You're a Barks guy?
Oh yeah, dude. Barks is the best one.
Honestly, as you see from the title, it's a bottle episode. Not really much topic wise, but I think I'm gonna start it off with this. I think root beer's trash.
You should kill yourself.
I'm sorry.
That is an unacceptable opinion.
I'm
Root
really
beer
sorry.
is so good.
Colin, are you on
It's
my
the best
team here?
one.
This isn't it, by the way. This is not the thing I
like root beer, and I'm
Well,
always
is it
gonna be on
Barks
your
or is it
team.
the one with the bulldog? Bulldog's root beer.
Mug?
That's
Mug.
Get your brands right, fella, before you talk to me about my country. This is my nation here.
I haven't had root beer since the third grade, dude.
You ain't been paying attention to it.
Ever since I took the sweet sip of a Dr. Pepper, never went back.
Oh, I am.
All right, well, here's an underrated.
On your grave, boy.
Here is an underrated. I do not like Dr. Pepper.
But what is your soda?
Well, not often I drink soda, but I'm either a Sprite or a Mountain Dew guy.
I thought you were to say martini.
I was.
Do you like martinis?
Korean. I do like martinis.
Really? What kind?
Mhm.
Like, is it like dry or with a twist?
It's not dry. I do like a little things in the martini, but not often I do drink it dry, but like there's not really a specific one. It's whatever's on the menu.
So by that question, do you like olives?
Oh, I love olives.
Okay. Because I think I've noticed a pattern where people who just like olives don't like martinis. That's usually because it's the same thing. That brine, can't stand it. Cameron, you a martini guy or?
I don't think I've had one.
You're fine. You're not missing out.
Yeah.
How do we feel about like olives and pineapple on pizza, gents?
Gross.
I think if the pizza workers of the world could do us a favor, and anytime someone orders olives and or pineapple on their pizza, just put a little arsenic on it.
No.
Maybe some ricin. Just take them out. We don't win.
All
contributing anything to society, you know. Like
Thanks,
we can lose some
Thanks, Cam.
pineapple on pizza heads and be okay. You know?
Yeah, that seems to make sense.
I mean, I think Colin likes olives, but I know my girlfriend does. So I think let's exclude her from this mix.
It's the pragmatic solution, you know.
Colin is biting.
You're gonna drive a good woman to one day.
Oh my god!
That's me.
It's not gonna be on your Tinder profile photo. It's just you do it.
This is how we're starting our bottle. It's nothing to do with TV or movies. Just straight drinks.
This is how all the great bottle episodes start.
Absolutely. It's been a minute since we all kind of sat down and chatted. I thought we would go over some things we've been meaning to talk about. Cameron, in your briefest moments, describe your beef with Deadpool Wolverine.
It's not a movie. It's not a story. It's a it's an earnings call. It's a look at these toys we found.
I mean, Colin and I
it's
agree
nothing.
that
It has no soul to it.
Whoa, hold on. So whoa. You go quiet on that one, Colin.
Anytime I talk,
have neighbors
because of my headphones and everything like that, it cuts out, and I want to make sure Cameron is heard. I do tend to like jump the gun.
We jump the gun.
So I want to.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, Colin, do you want to start this? I feel like you want to go start it. Take it over, kid.
I want to hear Cameron all out because you're gonna have to elaborate on those wild.
Well, let's start off with this. Let's start off with this. Cameron and I, Colin, for Colin, not Cameron. Colin and I both agree that it did trade a lot of story for laughs, and we're not arguing that. That's what I've known, and I'm okay with that because
Sort of.
I mean I'm okay with it trading story for laughs because it's a Deadpool 3 movie that I didn't think would have a clear story. I feel like it would just kind of be like a short story that expanded out. But yeah, Cameron, you have to elaborate that one.
Because the thing, and I will jump on that just to, I think with a movie like this, it's an unconventional plot, and there is a plot, a part of it. Like Deadpool has an arc, Wolverine has an arc, and I say that it's more of like a celebration
Yeah.
special than anything else. And when you are like not axing the entire Fox universe, but giving them a good send off like this, you're not really gonna follow like plot structure the best, but if you keep the plot moving and you keep everybody engaged the way that the movie did, a lot of it is very excused. And, it's also just a really fun movie. I don't know why you're acting like this. Are you
Yeah,
happy at home?
he's against what's it called? What do I call you? The resident hater, but he's just like a lot of things.
This is the
I
best
do. I
SCU
truly
movie
do
I
we've
think
can
I like
tell
the
you
done.
for fact, most things in our chat and conversations have been just going, no, just every time.
Are you the last
Okay.
one to be invited to a wedding?
Yes. So
I don't
I'm
like
gonna
the
I'm
whenever
against
my
the idea of marriage.
believe in
no, we'll make a
partners.
tie me down.
Government shouldn't be involved in
I
love.
guarantee you this: when I start sending out my wedding invitations, I'm gonna have mine numbered so Cameron knows out of whatever number he got, so he
all
can be
right.
the last guy.
Okay, let's go. So
Don't say it, Colin. I can see it right here. I can see you were gonna say it.
It's
Don't.
just okay, let's go. He grabbed his phone.
The minute he
um
pulls out his phone, it's where shit gets real.
so my thing with the movie is that it's just not a story. It is it's just
Yeah.
like a statement on the franchise. It's not really anything that I can like. Deadpool 1 was about Wade and Vanessa and like their love story and how they come back together. It has meaning, it has stakes. It matters. Like it matters to the characters.
Deadpool 2 is almost the
Deadpool
exact same
2
thing.
is about loss and like desperately trying to uh resurrect your dead girlfriend. Like it still has like
We've all
some
been there.
emotional stakes. Deadpool and Wolverine is about a 20 years
Bromance.
of movies that came out before it. It is not a story about the characters within it.
Look,
It's about purpose, like finding purpose.
I mean,
Because like Wolverine,
his
like
eyes
he's
are through
supposedly
his head.
like
It's
like they don't
yeah,
really spend much time developing that for it to actually have any meaning or any emotional weight.
I would argue
Like
the
I
like a
know,
prayer scene at the end was
like
pretty
yeah,
emotional.
Deadpool
I felt the
spends
weight.
the entire movie desperately clinging on to trying to save his friends and family, and we spend extremely little time with them to like make or extremely little time with them that like we're supposed to care about. Like uh again,
What wasn't the
Deadpool and the
first
Vanessa
two?
are kind of like the heart of the first two, and Vanessa, I don't even think she has like 10 lines. Like
Yeah.
um, and all the other interactions with like
Al?
Blind Al and Peter, like he doesn't even talk to God, I can't even remember his name.
Dopinder?
Dopinder. Yeah.
Colossus.
Like Dopinder had less than 5 lines. Like the people that we do see from are there really only to say jokes. And not really give us any like emotional support. And also, this is just a side note. This movie fundamentally misunderstood what made Peter funny.
Hmm.
Like Peter's supposed to be just like or like what made him funny in Deadpool 2 is him being just like a normal dude.
Hmm.
Like the fact was that he was just wholesome and there, and he died a horrible death, and Deadpool bad and brought him back to life. And then in this movie, he's like a weird little sex freak, like
That's
out of
called
nowhere.
growth. That's called growth.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like it would have been funnier if they gave that to
I don't
Dopey.
know. I feel like
Like,
the movie understood like
I,
his character.
I mean,
I don't
just
know
like
him from
Also,
the
I mean, did you
comics if
see his
he's in.
package? Can you be shocked? Good God, that man was hiding bocce balls. I mean,
Dude,
whoa,
it's Peter.
dude.
yeah.
Peter's a
It's
goddamn hero in every Deadpool's universe.
Like I don't know. I just think
You're
like they
sad.
don't spend enough time setting up the stakes and why we should care before they go, let's go see 30 different Wolverines. Oh my God, it's Henry Cavill. Like these moments are fun in the moment. They have a shelf life of a month. We're gonna look back on this movie and like when it's like
you think like the
go back to
excitement of it now is just
you
kind of
go back
giving
to
us.
No Way Home.
Okay,
You watch the scene that Peter or that
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire come in, and the first time you're seeing it, the crowd's going wild. You're in it, you're feeling it. When you watch it at home without a crowd, it's just like, why are there like breaks for applause? This
Yeah.
feels weird. Like, and once the surprise of the cameos, once the surprise of like knowing who's gonna step out of that doorway, like there's not much value in there. Like these aren't going to be, it's not like a reflect of an effect you can replicate. Like when I watch Jurassic Park, I see the dinosaurs, I'm like, wow, that's a fucking dinosaur, it's real. Other than this, it's just like, oh, there there's that actor from that other thing that I'd rather be watching.
Which
It's
of
just
those
not
was that? Because I definitely know it wasn't.
Blade.
Oh, okay.
They're supporting characters after
Yeah.
that. Like they're not even cameos.
What's
They
Blade's
also have
motivation other than to not die? Like,
I mean, Deadpool gives like the Deadpool's talking and Blade is like, we were taken from our universe. We weren't even given a chance to fight for it. We're all forgotten. That's why like Gambit, Elektra, and Blade, like they're the forgotten era of Fox, and they're gonna go out with a big send off and give Deadpool and Wolverine a fighting chance to go back to their universe and to stop whatever the is going on. I mean,
I can tell when you make
I
a good
don't.
point because Cameron goes like this.
no,
Because
no,
he's
Yeah.
no,
like he's like he doesn't like
I mean,
disagree, but he
I'm
And
just
by
actually
the
saying,
way,
sees the
Cameron,
point.
I saw that and I was gonna let it go, but James
I
pointed it out, so
apologize.
you
I
again.
apologize. I apologize. Like, here's the
Oh
thing.
my,
Though
I'm gonna
that
get up now. I'm a little angry.
This is exactly like how the first episode where Colin was in the back of his room as he's crying as you're breaking Zack Snyder.
No, this
like
is different. This is something worth fighting for, actually.
Okay.
okay. Like, here's the thing. I don't even like hate this movie. I think it's a fun time. I just don't think it works as a story.
I don't disagree with that. I think it is truly just it's a fun time because it checks off a lot of boxes for fan service. And I don't
Yeah.
hate that for this movie. I don't hate
And
it for
fan
this
service is temporary and does
Yeah.
not last. Anyway,
I get that,
but like
I just I don't know. I'm happy.
their whole thing kind of rests on them knowing that they're movie characters and not any actual real emotional state. Like they are there to show face, kill some people, and then leave the movie. They don't have any much emotional payoff. Like if you watch the Blade movies, what makes you go, "Oh yeah, this guy wants to really be like have this legacy. He wants to make his mark on the world. He just likes killing vampires, man." Like, I don't know. It
Well,
just
that was probably a different Blade than the
suddenly
one we
being
saw.
aware of like, I need to protect my legacy feels more like someone who knows they're a movie character and is like, wow, we were neglected for a while, than an actual person. It felt more like a studio talking through these characters than
I
an
will argue
actual.
though the bit where Gambit is actually like doing Gambit things.
I think the
really
Gambit bit
cool.
works because like he didn't exist.
Yeah.
Although That's another note. I
Oh,
didn't like when
don't.
The Flash did it. I don't like it when it does it here, where a movie like I will say it's better here than in The Flash with Nick Cage as Superman,
Oh, okay.
where they're just like, "Hey, look at this guy. You're supposed to care about him. It's Nick Cage as Superman. What do you mean you haven't been researching canceled superhero movies for like 12, like to a normal person, that cameo is baffling. I will say for Deadpool and Wolverine, at least they kind of like acknowledge that nobody knows who the this guy is.
Yeah.
But still, just like if I didn't like it in the Flash, I feel like as a man of integrity, I have to say I don't
Sorry.
like
I don't know why I laughed so hard at that. That's just so funny because I feel like the Flash in this movie are vastly different. I just feel
no,
like
the
that's
Flash.
vastly different. We talked about Pain and Gain and the Flash being the good and bad of the ranking of movies,
I
and
do not.
now
I do think The Flash is a worse movie, but they
Agreed.
are kind of similar
No, they're
no,
not.
they
Go to
are
hell.
not. They're
in,
so
in
not.
that
Like,
they exist to be fan
I
service.
can
One does fan service better than the other.
hey, James, how long have we been recording?
not long enough.
Oh, okay, because I'm waiting for a punchline. If he's kidding.
Because I can see the post now. Like, man goes to a different point in time, sees a copied version of himself, and works together to get a main hero back in the suit. I can see it now. Totally get it. But it's not. It's not the
I,
same.
I mean, again, I think The Flash is a significantly worse film. But
That's the key word there.
No, but just leave it there. You're okay, pal.
I will say this though, at least The Flash is trying to tell a story.
The
It's
what
telling
did
a
you just say?
I said it's trying, it's failing very badly, but it's at least trying to do something. That's another thing that I don't like about Deadpool and Wolverine. It doesn't feel like it's trying to do anything. It does not feel like it doesn't feel like they were like, "Oh, we have a great idea, like a great story to tell with Deadpool and Wolverine." It's just like this movie was more of it would be cool to see those guys together. We are going to um bend time, space, and emotional history and just like put these guys together however we can. You know what? The emotional goodbye and Logan. Let's bring him back.
It's a
You
different
know?
Logan. We kept that. He used his
And
body.
also, like in a way, even when he did use his body, it's like he spread his remains across like the snow as well. Like you guys ever caught that where like he had like his bones and then like each one is just like being used,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also he's kind of spreading his remains. It's still respectful, but also disrespectful. And I do think that has like the greatest like freak out moment for Deadpool. Now, all right, now let me take over, doggy dog. All right, let me put you back into the
This
pound,
is
you son of a
exactly like Zack
bitch.
Snyder all over again. I'm just here watching this whole thing go down.
The story is weak, but it's character driven. All right. Everybody there, almost everybody there has like an arc. All right, Deadpool and Wolverine, the entire thing is purpose, like like my glorious purpose. All right, Logan, that Logan comes from a timeline where it's considered to be the worst Logan, and Deadpool is the worst kind of guy to like save the universe. And this is the first time where he actually has to save the world and save a universe, and he needs the help of an anchor being, new concept that is being introduced into the MCU, and also the Void is going to be Battle World. And I'd say that, yeah, I agree with you. Like the story, there isn't much there, but also it's just shenanigans upon shenanigans. A character like Deadpool can get away with that so long as you make it interesting, you make it funny. Like it would be more of a sin if anything that happened there wasn't funny, but it's Deadpool. So it gets a pass because that's up the character's alley. We've gotten to know that for already two movies. And so long as like you're strapped in, ready to go, let's fucking go. You're gonna have a good time. And any of those cameos, most of those cameos aren't even cameos because go yourself. Most of those cameos aren't even cameos because they're supporting characters and they like help the characters go from here to here. They set them up and they lead them onto the scene, and we have one of the greatest battles that we've ever seen, including with Gambit as well. I was never a Gambit fan until that movie, and dude,
Really? Not
that
even
was
X-Men
awesome.
97?
I
Fucking yeah.
X-Men 97 introduced me to the idea of Gambit, but I was still like, but
Oh,
like seeing
that was
Channing Tatum like
oh.
use that, like, using the cards, and then he's like, and boom. And it just I liked it a lot. So
I'm forever a Gambit stan.
I like Gambit now. I like
Yeah.
Gambit now. But I miss my point. But just
Sorry.
have fun, you son of a bitch.
No, I
Why
have
are
fun
you
with this movie.
why are you breaking down Deadpool and Wolverine like this and comparing it to the Flash?
Compared
That's
to
a
There Will Be Blood, this is actually quite not a cinematic masterpiece.
Come on.
I was
We really
writing.
dog on this guy because I feel like I can't be saying much because at the same time I'm in the middle here. I don't disagree that it does trade a lot of story for laughs and goofs and stuff, but at the same time I didn't want a story. I just wanted to have fun.
No, that's the thing. People are gonna go to this and they're going. I mean, they've already
everyone. Yeah.
It's made $1 billion. It's going to be it's crazy. People got what they wanted out of this. Like, but again, I am judging this as a movie. I am not judging this as an event. As an event, it's a great time.
I get that.
But like, people are like, oh, it's a Deadpool movie. What did you think? It's just like the movie part. Like,
Yeah, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I just I'm a happy boy.
look, it's what everyone wanted out of it.
Yeah.
If people are judging a movie based on or a thing based on what they wanted out of it, then
That's kind of what I was getting. I didn't really want like I knew it wasn't going to be Endgame or Infinity War or even like Captain America level kind of story where there's actual like weight in a way.
Yeah.
But I did love the speech he gave at the end where he's holding the picture and he was like, "I am an X-Men." I'm like, "Oh, it's just great
I am
just seeing
the
like
X-Men.
for me as an X-Men fan since I was a kid and there was a brief period where I just kind of stopped reading X-Men because I could afford comics and also I just felt like they really weren't doing anything. It was great seeing the X-Men in a Marvel movie. That's just kind of my takeaway, I guess.
All
Scratching that
right.
little itch. But I think we keep the momentum here. We get into the big one we've been waiting for almost a month now.
I'm still cooking.
Sorry, didn't mean to shut the grill off. Please elaborate.
Okay.
I'm kind of full though. You don't have to. It's okay.
Let me
We'll
go
get
through
into
this
Go
list
Box.
I wrote while y'all were screaming at me. I'm being persecuted.
We are in a loveless marriage. Okay, I don't think you get that.
Number one, the concept of an anchor being is stupid and I hate it. That better not be like an actual important MCU plot point.
Cameron, I hate to burst your bubble. It probably is. As much as I don't think it was a smart idea to do an anchor being.
We'll get into that later.
I thought it was clever though that like the Fox universe, like, once Logan like went out the door, like, the universe started to go in like, started like breaking apart just because like Logan was carrying that universe. I thought it was a nice like, meta,
Again,
like,
that's the thing. It works as meta text as like this is the MCU is a world where I want to see stories happen. The second meta text, especially in like a grand cosmic rule sense, like as soon as that infects that, like I want to have good stories happen in the MCU. If knowing that the world is like
that is a good point though, because a lot of the
like
comics, like if it doesn't matter the character, it matters the story. I do get that.
like I just hope this has no implications with the rest of the MCU.
Probably will, man.
Other than
Iron
like
Man.
Deadpool and Wolverine can exist and play with the other characters. Like
Probably.
anyway. Wolverine's backstory is boring and played out. We've seen this a trillion times. Like he has the same backstory as Logan from Logan.
Say like the
X
second
died.
time.
What are you talking about?
The concept of Wolverine sad because X-Men gone has been done before. It's boring.
Yeah, but there was also a big bit where he started attacking the humans and that regret of killing those people change
Sure.
their view.
And
When they said he was the biggest failure, I just expected a bit more than slightly more violent Logan from Logan. Like it's just boring. It did nothing for me. His arc, like there was nothing interesting or new about it. They didn't go any like I had seen that character before.
I don't
Uh
think we've seen this kind of Wolverine before, because this is also like surrounding, like, even with the conversations he's had with Deadpool, the Avengers are a thing, X-Men, even with the suits. Like I felt like out of any Wolverine we've ever received, this is the most comic accurate, except for like his backstory where he went off to a bar and he got drunk, and when he came back, all the X-Men were killed. Like I
Spoilers.
we're this
we
far.
just said
Just-
that everybody has already seen it. This is the biggest R-rated movie of all time. It
My
passed
girlfriend still
Joker
hasn't yet
and
to see it.
Jesus.
Joker and Jesus, my bros.
Continue, Cameron, with your
But
points.
also, side note, really funny that they put Wolverine in a better suit that he wear. Like in
So
that
good.
Hulk section, that was the best suit. He should have worn that for the rest of the movie.
I hope
I disagree.
whenever they bring him in the MCU, I hope that's the suit.
Yeah, that would be fucking
I did
awesome.
like the Deadpool Wolverine suit because I love how the only time the helmet was CGI was when he was putting it on. That made me so happy.
Next note. Cassandra Nova is bad.
I didn't
Not
like
a
her.
good character.
Did not like her.
Eh.
Colin thought she was
No.
the best of all the villains at one point.
Not all of the villains of the Deadpool villains.
Yeah, that's what I was. Is that not what I was saying?
I know, but like I feel like a audience, like the
Oh,
people will
you
be
mean for
like, "What do you
clarity?
mean? What do you mean all of
Sorry, okay, I
villains?"
would have
Right,
thought.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah, no.
I will
sorry.
say James, when you said that, I thought you meant all MCU villains.
Okay, you know what? That's my fault.
Huh?
I thought since we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, my bad.
It's
No,
okay. That's why I call you out. That's
okay, no,
okay.
okay.
Other than like the cool hand thing she does, which like it's cool in concept. I think the CGI was a little iffy.
I just thought that like she had more personality and like dimension than any of the Deadpool villains. Because my argument was in the car was that like out of all of them, like she had like more to do and she had more to offer for the story than like Francis, who was just a one-dimensional villain who didn't have anything else. Deadpool 2, the other villain was either Juggernaut or the kid. I wouldn't even call
I'd say
Cable
it's the
like
kid.
but even then, like, that's like preventing a future. And the flashbacks we saw was like him with no dialogue who just killed Cable's family. Like, you didn't really see what else he did. And so, like, yeah, no, I'd say that she had more personality and like things to do, and she was more of a threat than any of the other villains. So, and also it's a Deadpool villain as well. So like you're not really there to like rooting on a Thanos
Not a
level.
high bar.
It's like you don't go to the Deadpool and Wolverine to see the villain. You go in Deadpool and Wolverine because you want to see Deadpool and Wolverine. So I couldn't give a villain.
There's a lot we also still have to talk about. So Cameron, give us the final straw.
Is this all the MCU can do anymore? Is this the only card they have left to play? Is cameos from movies that we've already seen or from characters we haven't like, especially knowing that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doctor Doom.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you like that?
Fucking hate it.
Thank you. Boo.
Is self-referentialness the only thing the MCU can pull off anymore? Is like I am scared at the precedent that this movie sets that all the MCU has to do anymore is be like, hey guys, look, it's Ian Grufford as Mr. Fantastic. Crazy, right? $20, please. It's like, especially going into Secret Wars, which is going to be the biggest movie on the face of planet Earth. It's like,
In terms of cast, yeah.
I want the MCU to be a place where I can see cool stories with likable characters.
That's
Like
probably what
I
the
want
Fantastic
new
Four is going to
stuff.
start doing.
This is a lot of the same problems I have with Star Wars right now. I want new stuff, not the same 12 characters we've already met and had 30 stories with. Like I want new stories to keep being told and just doing key jangly member berries.
I remember during our hot
Like
takes, we were talking about this very same issue, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of like some of the things that was going on, and
like
you pull
it
out some kind
it's
of thing and start
fun.
jangling it.
Don't get me wrong. I love a good cameo when it's done well. It has to be extra. It cannot be the substance itself.
You know what? That's a good point because as much as the Echo series was here and gone, the Daredevil cameo was actually really cool. He like appeared, they had their own thing, and then just left. We didn't even see him leave. There wasn't any like "see you around, kid," and then like he like dove. He just was there. He's like, "Do you know how long it took me to like plan this out or something?" Like just getting ready to go, and then gone. Simple.
It's a great fight too,
Great
as
fight.
well. That was a
Yeah.
great fight.
That CGI push up was weird though.
After you pointed that out to me, I can't unsee it.
Yeah. Same thing with that weird push that Wolverine gave the Deadpool. Very very weird CGI push.
Wait, when was that?
When he like bang cracks him over his knee.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a
Yeah.
little weird. Either
Yeah.
way, yeah, okay. You know what? I feel like with the Fantastic Four, which I kind of want to talk about real quick.
I am very excited for that movie.
I feel like that's where the Marvel's going to be kind of pulling back the member berries and cameo curtain. Just kind of feeling doing
Other than Robert Downey Jr. is fucking Doctor Doom.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know where that even. I don't know if Colin sent you the video, but I was crying at the bar when that news came out. We were waiting to go see Deadpool, and genuinely it was like, can I get a double like everything?
That has.
He sent it to my girlfriend, and she watched it, didn't say anything. She didn't like check in on me. She just got it and watched it. That's all she did.
Well, you're crying about a casting call. I don't think she's like, I think he needs me to be here for this.
That's why I know she's not just loving.
I saw a meme on Twitter. It was, you know, that like Dr. Manhattan sitting on the moon. He's like, it is 2005. I am watching a weird and different and overly complicated origin for Doctor Doom. It is 2015. I am watching a weirdly complicated and comic inaccurate origin of Doctor Doom. The year is 2015, or the year is 2025. I'm watching a weird, complicated, not comic accurate backstory to Doctor Doom.
It's July is going to be one hell of a month, and I think Superman's clearing because it's going up against Jurassic Park and Fantastic Four.
What?
I'm scared for Superman.
Why?
Jurassic World is always going to perform well to dinosaurs. Marvel has decades of goodwill brand recognition. DC is in the doghouse as far as general public consensus on DC is lower than it's ever been.
But you got to admit, the people surrounding this movie, everyone is seeing the.
I think it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be. If Starman is not the teaser trailer, I'm gonna cry because I cried when Starman was the Buzz Lightyear trailer. Genuinely incredible. Got the reason. It sent my tweet to space. Not kidding. And
I am very excited for Superman. I think it will be the best of those three movies.
Yeah.
I think it should change release dates now.
You think Gunn's trying?
I don't know.
What month would be great? Because I feel like a summer month is
August
for that Superman movie.
August, like just not there.
No, maybe like June, dude, because that's peak summer month.
I don't know. I don't think it will do well smashed in between those two giants.
Because Superman needs to be a summer movie. There is no way that movie will not do better in any other season.
I don't care where it moves. Get away from those two.
I don't know.
Maybe just one of them because
Superman to perform well.
Oh, you know what? That's a good one, Colin.
Yeah, like Fantastic Four, I can see Jurassic World out of any of those movies. The consensus for any bad opinion, it's not DC, it's the Jurassic Park movies. Last movie was clones.
You know how much money it made?
I know, but I think between any of them, there would be arguments to either see Superman and Fantastic Four, not Jurassic Park. I don't think anybody picking those three, they're gonna less than like the percentage of people that will go see Jurassic Park over Superman are very low. They'll probably still see all of them.
I'd still think it's gonna make $1 billion either way, though.
I think Superman's going to make the box office and it's going to make the money, and also the marketing hasn't started yet. So we don't, the general consensus in
I'm very
public.
curious about what that marketing is going to look like for Superman.
It's gonna be great.
I think Jurassic Park has like the same fan base as like
Harry Potter.
or at least like they have like the prestige of a brand like Harry Potter or like it's something that people have grown up with and they love.
Yeah.
Like
I like dinosaurs,
but also like they are, I would not say that people go to them to see a smartly or like a well-crafted story. Because like Fallen Kingdom was not good, but people still went to go see Dominion a lot. Like it made a ton of money.
I think that was like the most out of all three, wasn't it?
The people that go to see Jurassic Park movies do not seem to be concerned with quality. I think they, yeah. Anyway, and who knows? This new one could be good too.
That's hilarious.
It could, but it's just Dominion Part 2.
Dominion was the third one, right?
It seems to be a whole new cast of characters,
I
and
get
it's
that.
got
It
Edwards behind it.
It's
who
5
did
years
fucking...
after Dominion, and it's not like the dinosaurs hold a secret.
Yeah. But it's
for
not
humankind.
a continuation of those characters' story, which was bad, boring, and terrible.
That was true. That little girl being like, "I wasn't made."
Hate that kid.
JFK was resurrected to be a velociraptor.
The kid is so dumb it makes me want to cry. When that kid opened those doors in Fallen Kingdom, I was like, "You're a goddamn idiot." If I was Chris Pratt, I would have punted that kid across the room.
Cameron, easy.
Don't give me that shit.
Let's move on.
What's the difference between Pa Kent and Chris Pratt in Jurassic World? Nothing. I say we get on to the
Fantastic Four.
No, I mean, I don't want to talk about it because I want people to be surprised, but I do like that they're doing a stand-in for Ben. That's really good. That's all I'm gonna say. I like the suit.
Yeah,
it's going old school.
We can do a spoiler warning because I really want to talk about it.
You want to do a spoiler one? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll put the spoiler warning video. Actually, that gives me a chance to use the spoiler warning video.
There you go.
I hate it when someone gives away the ending.
I can't say for sure anything.
Oh, no. I'm reading the books.
But I can say nothing.
That stand-in though looks really. Because I was worried that it was just going to be straight CGI, but like they're actually doing it, and they're actually. I mean, not actually doing it.
No,
like,
I know
it's not a prosthetic, but
it's CGI touch-ups.
It's Ben Grimm with a shirt.
Yeah.
Like he's got like a little shirt as well.
Like what I wanted for the thing. That's exactly what it gave me. It is exactly. And there are people out there who go like, "That is not comic accurate. It looks nothing like the one from the first
most
movies."
Comic accurate.
It is like they're comparing this to the Michael Chiklis one, which he looks like
cheese
sanded down. It looks just wrong.
I still like Michael Chiklis as the Ben Grimm the thing. I know what you're saying, but also like I think.
Oh, it's good.
It's good,
really
but
good.
it's not this.
I know. I'm just saying it's like this is the best
they
of
give
both
him
worlds.
the thick unibrow. Like
so good.
He looks so mad. I love it.
Man, I can't wait. Also, recently, we're still in spoiler warning. I don't have to do it again. But Sue Storm is holding one of the kids in the background.
I did see that.
Yeah. It's so we're gonna
Franklin, little Franklin.
I am very excited for this summer with Superman and Fantastic Four. It is going to be incredible. It is going to be fantastic.
Say that one more time.
Hey guys, listen.
I got an idea.
Okay.
What'd you say, Cameron?
Fen Four stick.
Yeah, okay. I thought that's what I was saying. Like, say that one more time.
He's like holding on the rail.
It's fantastic.
Say that again.
Say that again.
That's really good for him. That was a really good impression.
I don't know why I could do that. I could do that. I could do Michael Chiklis and that Ben Grimm perfectly. He's like, "Hey Susie, how you doing?" Not bad. But that one was good. But the guy, that's my favorite one. Is like I remember in the theater, I was copying that kid's voice. I was like, is fantastic. I was like, what
Side
is
note.
this?
Side note. The scene where right after he saves the people on the bridge and his wife is there for some reason and like puts her ring on the ground and his fingers can't pick it up is the funniest scene in any movie ever.
Why do you've brought this up like 4 times on the pod?
It's so
How is why is this the funniest thing in your opinion, Cameron?
so funny because the movie thinks it has so much emotional weight. And it's because the big rock guy can't pick up the ring. It's so funny.
I thought you were gonna bring up on the bridge where they had to sneak past everybody, and Sue
And it's right
has
after
to
that.
and Sue has to get naked and turn invisible. And when she gets naked and turns invisible and she gets past everybody, it just so happens Reed Richards and Johnny Storm made it just fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I think for them it was like a frat bed, like, hey, watch the go with the flow. Hey, we gotta get past these people. Like, that's just so grody.
That's
Bro,
sick
that's his sister.
because one of them is related.
2000s.
Oh,
It's
speaking
so-
of 2000s, the Y2K trailer.
Oh
Did y'all
yeah, it
catch
looks
that?
cute.
It looks
Yeah,
fun.
it looks cute.
It looks like a lot of fun. Colin, did you
I
catch
haven't
it?
seen.
It's
No.
pretty much like it's like A24 like satire comedy of what if Y2K actually happened? Like what everyone
It's
thought
super
Y2K
bad,
was.
but it's super bad, and this is the end.
Pretty much, yeah. But like set around Y2K. Did you also see that new Netflix wannabe Superbad incoming or something like that?
No, I'm not watching that.
I don't. I only saw like the title card and the description. I was like, this is just Netflix Superbad.
Yeah.
That movie,
What's
by the
going
way,
on?
it was a new Netflix movie called Incoming, which is just Netflix Superbad, which is super bad. I will say though, Cameron, what are you doing?
Getting ready for the next segment.
Colin, pop your head up.
They got the Mission Impossible poster.
I was gonna say it looks very Suicide Squad or like Ungentlemanly Warfare. But
Yeah,
Colin, you ready for this one now? Because
hit me.
I'm gonna need you for this one, bud. Bones and All is a movie.
Is he getting a sequel?
No, I can see Cameron just getting ready for this. I'm
You
gonna try
picked
to
a
say
weird.
this- I'm gonna try to say this without laughing so I can pick it up. So,
Okay, so you finished
brought it
it
up so
finally.
casually. I can't go on with the sentence. Hold on.
I
Let me
want you to
compri-
eat me,
let me-
bones and
let me-
all.
let me give it-
I was
let me-
waiting for Peter Griffin to go.
let me-
Hey.
Oh god. Okay, sorry. Let me compose myself. So Colin and I watched it the night before we saw Deadpool and Wolverine. By the way, we saw it. We didn't finish it. Cameron loves this movie. Colin bought this movie.
Okay, I don't love it. I think it is good.
Whatever. Cameron loves this movie. Colin bought it before we ever watched it, just to spite me.
James, I've told you this. I bought it
Yeah.
so we could watch it together.
You
I
said out of
never
spite.
seen it.
You said out of spite. You said that to me. You said that out of
Oh,
spite.
I was probably messing with you.
Oh, I
but
really- 'cause
also the real reason was I wanted to see it
Oh,
with you.
that is the only reason you gave me until today. So you bought it, and when we watched it, we didn't make it an hour, right? Was it like
You
barely
didn't
an
even
hour?
finish it?
We couldn't.
We were almost done with like the second act
Yeah.
or whatever you call it in that
Isn't
movie.
even worth having then. If
It
you
was
didn't
it was
watch the
right
movie.
after the carnival scene in the cornfield.
Yeah.
They found out that they ate that stupid guy's
Yeah,
family.
never mind.
Or
A
no,
little
the
after that.
stupid guy. Yeah,
the little after that.
yeah.
It's so dumb.
It is good.
It if it wasn't gonna grab us at that point, it was never gonna grab
It was.
us.
I don't know. I feel like to have as strong as an opinion on you boys have on this movie, you gotta
Elaborate.
actually watch the movie.
I've been meaning to revisit it just to say I finished it, but I genuinely couldn't give a shit, bones and all.
Yeah.
I see what you
Just
did
like,
there.
yeah, thanks. I genuinely just couldn't.
It's a good
I've
Bring out the
finished that
belt.
movie.
Where's the fight? You had a belt ready to go.
Well, then you guys said you didn't watch the movie.
I
We
did.
did.
All my fight left my body. It's
I
not worth having.
did. I
You finished
finished
it?
it afterward. I finished it afterwards.
Oh,
Bones
Colin-
and all.
Colin, you take it. I'm out. I'm done.
It's just it's I get why people like it, but it's couldn't be any more boring, and it has some of the most unintentional comedy at the end.
I can
when-
smell you. We died laughing at that. We could not take it serious. I collect hair of the people I eat, and I made rope.
when he pulled out the hair.
Yeah. Wow. I'm crazy. I eat people. What are you doing,
Dude, when
dude?
he came out, I was waiting to go like, there's a school of people like you
God. Yeah.
come in like doing wheelies in a wheelchair.
The ape men.
Ooh,
Ugh.
I like that.
Cameron,
Cameron,
he's seen the movie. You can fight with him. I'm here. I'm just
yeah.
ringing the bell.
I think it's really pretty. It's the way it does horror, and like the way like it's so like the just like the audio experience of this movie is very like wild. Um just like whenever they're eating somebody, just like it's so disgusting, but it also has like this sense of beauty about it. um I think this movie works as this grand metaphor for homosexuality and like being gay and like the gay experience. That's what the movie is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I guess on that level, I could see that, but
I
did
don't
not
get
catch
it
that.
still.
Well,
I think it's
No, I
very
mean like
pretty.
explicit, like like
I could see where
how
he's
does
coming
that?
from.
I mean, the director Luca Guadagnino said it's about like being shunned from society and having to
Yeah.
go to disparate and desperate places to give yourself satisfaction and
Mm.
joy.
Okay.
And
That's the part I'm
it
seeing. I never got that on the watch.
yeah. Anyway, I think the performances are really. I think Timothy Chalamet is really good in this movie. Taylor Russell is. I really like her. I want to see her do more things. She's very like subdued in this movie, but I think she carries her weight. I think Mark Rylance is really funny in this movie. He's a
He
real
was
silly guy.
he was definitely giving us the
Um,
biggest laughs. I'll
and
say that.
also really creepy. Mark Rylance, you scare me. Don't come near me.
The hats, the hats,
The hats.
the
That's
hats.
Colin's been. That's
Yeah.
always been his review. Was like the hat game's on fire. That's
Yeah.
his review.
Everybody has a cool hat. Everybody gets a hat.
Everybody gets
But yeah,
that, bro.
at the end of the day, I think this movie is very pretty. I think it works as like a work of metaphor. Um, and I think the performances are good. So like I think it is a very brutally peaceful movie.
It's a pretentious movie, but
It's
yeah.
well, okay. Now
Sure.
knowing what it like the core of it is, I can see that, and I think that's a unique way to represent that fear that some people have experienced in and sadly having to hide that part of themselves that should be openly be able to express themselves. Not cannibalism. Talking about being. I just want to let that be clear. It's a very unique way to have that metaphor be represented, but I didn't get that feeling of it. Oh, this is definitely a somewhat representation of the uh, experiences that some people had to go through. Never got that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll be real. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, dude. You know, hey, all power to you. But
Did you watch Challengers? Have you watched Challengers yet?
not yet. But that is on my list. That's actually a movie night coming up soon for me and my girlfriend.
It's on my Voodoo. Give it a watch.
Okay, because well,
It's
Sophia and I have been trying to
the best movie of the year so far.
of the year.
Mhm.
So rank it right now. Your top 3 of the year so far. For these 3 movies. Hold on, I'm gonna give you 3 movies: Dune, Challengers. What was the third one that came out? That was pretty good. Oh, Inside Out 2. That's a big one.
Oh, Challengers, Dune, Inside Out.
Have
Alien
any,
Romulus, Deadpool, Wolverine, The Fall
Okay.
Guy.
I've been meaning to watch The Fall Guy too.
Here's my top 10 or whatever right now. Got Challengers that actually I'll go 10-1.
Okay.
At number 10, I got Problemista. It's on HBO Max. It's got Tilda Swinton giving one of the best performances of the year. She's so funny in it. Her character is so stressful though. She made this character choice that like every scene she's in, her phone camera's flashlight is on.
Oh, I
So
hate
that tells you everything you need to know about that character.
Hold on, sidetrack real quick. My mom has that on, and sometimes we'll be watching a movie, and then she'll be like in this weird corner, and the flash will be in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, are you waiting for a phone call from the president? Like, what?
Yeah.
Sorry, gotta get that out.
Then at number 9, I got Monkey Man.
That's also a date night.
Really fun. 8, I got Twisters, which I thought was a real good fun time. Then at number 7, I got Alien Romulus,
Hmm.
which I thought is really good. It does some things I didn't like though.
I know, I read your review.
Number 6, I got Hitman, really fun. Glenn
Oh, that's right.
Powell.
I forgot that was out. Yeah.
And number 5, I got I Saw the TV Glow.
That looked great. How is that?
It's horror and like it's deeply personal horror. It's of course
Okay.
about being trans.
Oh.
I walked out of the theater and I was just like dazed.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
movie
the
that like
review I've heard every time.
it makes you kind of like rethink everything in your life
Wow.
and how
I
you
like
live
when
your
movies do that though.
And number 4, I got Love Lies Bleeding, which is also on
Dude, all of these movies I have yet to see because I've been so busy and I haven't had a chance to see them in theaters, but they look so good.
Love Lies Bleeding is a grand old time, a nice return to like dirty, nasty thrillers. Like it's like it's like if a David Fincher movie did a bump of Molly.
Okay.
It's a good time. Then at 3, I got Dune 2.
Mm.
Good movie. And number 2, I got Furiosa, which is
Didn't mean to do that too.
so good. So good. And then at number 1, I got Challengers. Really
All
great
right.
movie.
Heard. I'm trying to figure out what else we got to talk. Oh, did you guys catch the Christopher Reeves trailer?
I didn't see
Yeah.
it, but I know it exists.
It looks really good. Like actually like a really, really good movie. I'm probably gonna go see that in theaters because I need a good cry. I do have a question for you both. What is the better Disney movie? And Colin, I need you to be so serious on this, and Cameron, I need you to be so serious on this.
I couldn't be more seriouser.
What is the better movie between the two? Treasure Planet, Atlantis.
Treasure Planet.
Okay, thank you. Now, let me get this out of the way.
Probably
Atlantis,
Treasure.
Thank you. Okay, let me get this out of the way, though. Atlantis is not a bad movie. I just prefer it less to Treasure Planet.
I was trying to remember between the two. Treasure Planet was more memorable.
I don't
I do
disagree.
like Atlantis's design though, like the art style and just
Yeah.
like, the look of it. But not anywhere near your favorite movie of all time.
I just think it takes the story of Treasure Island to a whole new level, and I feel like Atlantis has been just a little overdone.
I think Atlantis is really good. I think it is definitely like the king of like the underrated like 90s Renaissance movies. But yeah, I think Treasure Planet is just kind of like this labor of love. You can really feel every
viewing.
part of it. Like,
And I'll be honest, I still cry at the "I'm still here" part. Just every single frame.
I think the animation is gorgeous. And the aesthetics of Treasure Planet are really, really great. They're like 30-70 rule of like 30% tech, 70%
Pirate.
colonial pirate stuff is
And
like
I've been
really
watching like a lot of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies lately. Those movies slap. The first two are so good.
Wait, which one? What?
I've only watched the first. I've been rewatching the Pirates movies because I don't know how they had the recipe for
So
3
good.
meals and then
They're
they
so
just
good.
tossed it out for their last 2.
They're phenomenal.
All of them or just the first 3? Okay, because I've noticed with Disney.
I haven't even
movies-
seen 4 and 5.
Really.
Yeah, I was just like, Gore Verbinski's not doing them. Why would I watch it?
Oh, who did the last 2?
Rob Marshall did 5.
Uh,
Or no, he did 4. Who did 5?
I don't know. All I know is that the 5th one
it's not-
sucked.
Actually, I think it was like
Colin, you got? I think did you want to bring something here?
What happened?
Didn't you want to bring something? I thought you wanted to talk about something.
No.
Oh, okay.
the guys that did Pirates 5 are the guys doing Tron 3.
Oh, how do we feel about that?
They're bringing it into the real world, which feels weird and wrong and bad and makes my bones feel weird.
Yeah, because I know it's supposed to be around like
And also
Schrodinger's grid.
Jared Leto.
By the way, okay, did you know Jared Leto is the same age as Jason Bateman? He's 52.
He does something. He like has to eat a baby in the morning just to maintain that.
So I listened to Smartless, the podcast with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean. He's from Will and Grace. No, he's from Will and Grace.
Yeah, Will and
Yeah.
Grace guy.
Yeah, Sean. I can't remember his last name, but apparently he almost died from rock climbing like a few months back.
Good for him.
No,
Real.
Wait, what were you saying?
Jared Leto almost died from rock climbing.
Oh, yeah, good for him.
Oh, yeah, good, yeah.
I just think it's crazy. It was like the
I was
rope
like,
he
Jason
had was
Bateman, no. But
no, just he's the same age as Bateman. I didn't know. I also didn't know Bateman was 52 years old, but they are the exact same age.
they're
Would the world really? All right.
Colin
Okay.
says
No,
the
dude,
guy who
dude,
went to a
dude,
30
dude.
Seconds to Mars concert. Let's hear this.
Yeah, let's not bring that up because we know why.
Oh, that's right.
But would the world really? Would we mourn?
I mean, it's sad that someone
Would we
died.
mourn?
I
Okay,
think
with that logic, it's sad that everybody dies.
yeah.
Everybody,
There are some
everybody
people,
on the
hold
earth.
on. There are some people who I will not be sad if they died. I'm just saying.
His little sex island. You think people are like,
in
who's
10
gonna be
years we're gonna
running
get
this?
in 10
What?
years we're gonna get the surviving Jared Leto docu-series.
Oh, that's
Like,
right. I
Yeah.
forgot. I'm not gonna lie. In this moment, I knew he had the cold, but in this moment, forgot he had the cold. Because in the
He's
podcast, he's
got-
like, "What are
he's-
you doing to stay young?"
He's got
like,
cases.
For
Yeah.
sure. But in the podcast, they're like, "What are you doing to stay young?" He's like, "Oh, I rock climb, I mountain bike, and work out." Then I'm like, "Are you gonna bring up the island?" And for sure didn't. 9 Inch Nails is doing the music. Not a big 9 Inch fan, but I'm a little pissed. They just couldn't throw more money at
Here. Let me tell you why you should be excited about this. They did the Social Network score. Once you watch Challengers, they did the Challengers score.
9 Inch Nails.
Yes, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross.
Really?
They are 9 Inch Nails.
Wow. Okay.
They
I have heard the
did,
Challengers.
They did the Watchmen TV show soundtrack as well. Like they're
Yeah.
I think Colin's perked up a little bit there.
None like a mother or whatever that score is from the Watchmen show is really good.
they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen the show.
What? You should do that.
I've been
Yeah.
meaning to. Sorry, I just haven't gotten around to it. Honestly, I'm still trying to finish Game of Thrones.
You're
I've been busy.
for 2 years?
Yes. If I'm not doing this, I'm doing school. If I'm not doing this or school, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend. I'm not doing that. I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Got commitments, man. Don't give me that head. Last but not least, the new Rotten Tomato scores.
It's for audience score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't
Why?
like it. Stop giving audience score power. It's dumb and bad.
I will say though, I trust audience score more than I do the Rotten Tomato score.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, hey,
I don't
wouldn't have
trust
gone
anything
Venom.
that can be review bombed.
I think you can tell when it's review bombed though.
Yeah, but also like
It's easy to see like it's good for audiences to give their reviews because critics can also get into the weeds of politics and give the wrong impression of a product that isn't the case at all, depending on like, we know what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
like giving audiences like, because I don't know, like you don't really go to a critic to see like, hey, so what's new and hot? Like you talk about it with people that aren't like critics, like, friends or family, be like, oh, we watched the movie, or oh, like Gail from the salon was like, making my hair look all woo. And she's talking about the new Spider-Man 9. She liked it. Her kid went to go see it. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, critics are people who live and breathe film. That's
Yeah. But
Are you a
they
critic,
go
Amos?
see movie. They go see everything. So like, they write from that perspective, not the perspective of someone who goes maybe once or twice a year.
But it's
You
good
should-
to
you
just
should try
see
and
like
become-
both sides of it though. Like,
No,
critics and
I get it,
audiences.
but also like I don't think there should be really that much weight on either of them. Like, I think find a critic that you agree with a lot. Listen to what they have to say. That's what I do. Don't go by aggregates of any mean. Honestly,
you guys have that?
just go see movies. It's fun. I like going to see movies.
Do you guys have a critic you guys
Make
follow?
up your own. What's that?
Jeremy
guys have a-
Johns.
You have a critic you follow?
Yeah, David Sims. He's my
Oh.
guy.
Oh, Koi Drew.
I can tell.
What does that mean?
He likes everything. You like everything. I watch I'm subscribed to him. I watch his reviews. It's like
Yeah.
you talking. I
Oh,
can
yeah,
tell.
That guy just seems so rad. He's getting married
I
soon.
also think David
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
has interesting
Nice.
takes.
Who?
David Ehrlich has interesting takes. I
David
don't
Ehrlich.
always agree with him, but I think he always has something interesting to say.
Is that like spelled exactly how it sounds, Ehrlich?
Ehrlich.
All right, I'll give him a look. All right, well, I think that about wraps up. Anybody else want to talk about anything? Because this was just truly just a bottle episode. There was a recap and catch up of everything we missed. Okay.
Alien fun.
Yeah, Alien looks great. It's the only Aliens movie my girlfriend actually wanted to go see. So, yeah.
Are you
looks
gonna
good.
be are you guys gonna be watching the
Yeah,
Prometheus, Alien,
we are.
all
And
that jazz?
we are. And I totally forgot to ask about you guys. How do you guys
I
feel
just
about
watched those I watched those for the first time. It's a good time.
Prometheus?
Yeah, they're fun.
I watched it once a long time ago, but I remember nothing. But the last thing I want to end up on is how do you guys feel about Chick-fil-A starting their own streaming platform?
That's how I feel. I feel laughing at the concept. Like,
That was a joke, right?
No, that's legit.
no, it's
happening.
100%.
Oh, I posted this on our chat. It's 1,000,000,000% happening.
Oh, hell. What are they gonna be?
Family friendly content. Like, what does that mean?
Is it Jesus shit?
I don't. It's Veggie Tales, maybe.
Man, you gotta watch this show. It's on Chick-fil-A Plus. Oh God.
You think they're gonna call it like CLA or like CFA plus? Because it's always the hyphenated words.
Yeah, I have no idea.
For every hour you watch content, that's like 10 points to your Chick-fil-A account.
Just the general
was-
concept is.
I was gonna make a joke about like McDonald's starting a streaming, but they had cartoons back in the day.
Yeah, but that wasn't a whole channel. They didn't have like. This is a whole
But-
separate thing. This is 100% going to bankrupt them. I guarantee you.
I don't know. I think they have enough money to lose.
I mean,
Trap is funny.
oh yeah, Trap looked good.
Trap is funny. It is a funny movie.
It looked very cat and mouse.
It's fun. Like it's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yeah.
He's
It's
just
good.
like, there's a point in the movie where he's like creeping up on a fire alarm. He's like, this is how I get out. But he like stole a police radio. And then like this FBI lady's like, he's going to try and make a scene. He'll even pull the fire alarm. And then he's like right there and he's like, dang it. Like,
Really?
it's really silly.
What do you guys also feel about the Megalopolis recanting its trailer because of the fake reviews?
Wait,
Why?
what?
Really funny.
Did you
There's
watch
fake
that?
reviews?
Okay, so in the Megalopolis opening of the trailer, they're like, a director is so good, no one gets him. And then it's just like, the reviews like, Godfather sucks, Apocalypse Now sucks, everything else he's made just suck, boo. And then it's like, in the movie, so complicated, in 15 to 20 years, everyone's gonna love it, like all the rest of them. And then they recant the whole trailer, just take it off, because those reviews,
All of
fake.
those reviews are fake.
Fake. So this
They-
man was patting
more
himself on the back
specifically-
so hard he lied.
Specifically, an AI came up with them.
No,
Yeah.
that's even worse. Imagine technology taking everything that they have said and making it worse. What?
It's
Terminator.
Oh, did you guys see the new Netflix show, Terminator?
I'm gonna give it a watch.
Yeah, it looked cool.
It looks really good.
Yeah, the animation looks nice. But dude, Megalopolis does not look good. I'm sorry. It does not look like a good movie.
It looks interesting. I've had so much fun just following this movie.
Because doesn't he
I
like
have
have
to
some
see that.
cases like against him right now? Because he's been like groping extras or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious, Colin. He's like
I
kissing,
know, it's just
he's like kissing them. He goes like, "You know what you signed up for?" I'm like, I signed up to be in a movie, not this.
have to go see what it's about. Ever
It's-
since I heard that like a real human being walked on stage at Cannes and interviewed Adam Driver, like the character on screen, I was like, what is this movie?
Yeah, it was like a
What is
pre-recorded
happening?
interview or something like that.
The character is like at a press conference and then a real human being
Yeah.
stepped on stage and
Yeah.
started asking the questions that Adam Driver responded to.
Yeah, but was it like an actual like actual Adam Driver, or was it just like bits of like the movie they pre-recorded and he just...
It was like bits of the movie that they pre-recorded and
Okay.
like
That's what I thought, because
Like,
it looks so like you know like how in Disney pre-show rides, like in like Mickey's Minnie, like when Goofy's like, "Hey, yeah, can you help me with this train set?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Great." And then it's just
also it is the ever interesting genre of movie that was not funded by a studio. Like a filmmaker paid for this movie out of pocket. Like it's like we've gotten two of those this year. We got Megalopolis and we got Horizon, the Kevin Costner thing.
In 4 parts, no less.
Yeah. I need to watch that.
It's the shittiest Red Dead cutscene ever.
From what I hear, it's interesting.
Well, interesting can be bad. Just saying.
I'll take an interesting movie over a boring cookie cutter shit.
All right,
Anyway.
what would you rather watch? Horizons or Deadpool and Wolverine?
As of right now,
Yes.
Horizon.
Damn, dude. All right. Colin
I
just
mean,
got hit.
where's
Look at it. Look at it.
You say things and I disagree.
Actually,
with them.
I forgot to mention this. Deadpool's my least favorite of the year so far.
No, under Kong,
Yeah.
bro.
Ah,
Are you? Do you just say things that hurt us on purpose? Like,
Even the action scenes in Deadpool and Wolverine were that fun.
you.
They were oh, another thing. The movie's ugly as shit.
You're
It's
ugly
so
as shit.
ugly. I know. The movie is not shot well. It all looks so fake. It's just like, why is everything so gray? Why is everything so gray? Can we make the sky and the ground look different at least?
You're so up your own ass. I can smell it from here.
I'm sorry. I just want more from movies.
I'd rather have my dad's old friend put out another cigarette on my arm than
All
ever
right,
have
all
a
right.
conversation like this.
Okay.
Hey, no hard feelings. If you liked it, I'm happy for you.
You know what, Cameron? At least you pitch it up with no hard feelings. I like
No,
that.
there isn't. It's movies.
No, I know, Cameron. I understand, and in all honesty, I know at least some of my reactions played up for this, but that was bonkers to say that it was dead last. Absolutely.
I'm sure there are worse movies that have come out this year. I
There
just
have.
don't go and see them. What else?
Bro, you put Deadpool and Wolverine under Maxine.
It at least
Cameron.
was pretty and like kind of funny sometimes.
Cameron, that's low.
It had cool like blood effects and shit. Like
Had
it
one cool blood effect.
had a couple. It was fun.
What?
Like,
The ball stomping scene?
yeah, that was fun. That was gross. That was nasty.
That one.
I feel
genuinely-
targeted. I don't know why. I just feel targeted.
Like at least with Maxine, I could turn my brain off and just look at cool shots of 80s Hollywood that
You
look
felt
great.
that with the cool. I felt nothing the whole movie other than a major disappointment.
I like the setting. I like
the setting, but even then, the setting felt nothing.
Giancarlo Esposito was being really funny in it.
Yeah,
The void with all of the our band of characters from like back of a Marvel era that's forgotten. That's you can't.
Giancarlo saved Maxine so much because he was playing a total goofball, which I agree was great.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
glad he
great.
was
It was
actually
cool.
doing something else other than just a bad guy that's super, super smart.
Again, let me say, I think Maxine is bad.
But
It
worse
is not a good.
is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
Wow.
I will
All
say
right.
the 1-2 punch of Deadpool and Wolverine and the Comic-Con announcements have pushed me farther away from Marvel than anything in the last 5 years, where I am actively not interested in the larger story of the MCU. I'm sure there will be individual stories I am interested in and want to see, but as far as like where we're headed, I'm out.
Okay. You know what? Cameron, I respect opinions. Let me get this out of the way. I respect it. And I Cameron, you and I go back a bit. We are trauma brothers because working crazy weird shifts. And Colin, we go back, but guys, it's been fun. I think I'm checked out of life. Colin, I'm not even starting anything.
No, I'm it's a reminder for both of us because I would never tell someone to themselves.
Oh, Colin. Okay.
I said I would never.
I know. That about wraps up the bottle episode of the Tu-Vie podcast.
You can lick my taint, bones and all.
Okay. Yeah, that's how we're wrapping it up. Thanks for watching. There's past episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're also now on iHeartRadio. There we go. If people listen to their podcast that way, we're there.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah. Check out past episodes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all the episodes there. Check out the YouTube video for a lot of fun videos we have out right now. Also the video format of the episodes. TikTok, Letterboxd, Instagram, daily, all fun stuff. And we'll catch you guys next time.